I don't even know how to introduce this. So that we don't spoil it immediately, you want to take off that B-roll, Jaden? There is a Texas rapper, as I'm seeing him described. Tulo, or in this YouTube title, it's OG Tulo. And the point I want to make about this, not super relevant who these guys are, to my point. I'm sure they're relevant, but I'm just saying to my point. And the circumstances are essentially these two guys are doing a podcast, and the guy on our right shoots a gun accidentally out of his pants. Luckily doesn't shoot his own leg, his co-host, or anyone else in the room. But got way too close. And things like this happen all too often. Actually, before playing the clip, first off, please do subscribe to the channel if you appreciate the show. Let me read a little bit about it with you. News 18, local news station reports, watch Texas rapper carrying gun in live interview nearly shoots himself. In a heart-stopping event, a Texas-based rapper almost fired himself live on air during a recent interview on a YouTube channel. The dramatic incident unfolded when the artist Tulo, so it is Tulo, was speaking about his career and future projects on the One-on-One with Mike D podcast. The live recording was underway, and at around the 50th minute, a gunshot was fired, leaving the interviewer shocked and terrified. So this why did I say that? This Texas rapper, maybe he's MAGA, who knows? He shot a gun out of his pants because, as the NRA people have told me, people who are gun owners will obviously, without us implementing laws to require this, be responsible with their guns. Obviously. Here we go.
Those were your choices.
Okay, so let me go back and watch this again.
That you not, and choices we got in life, those were your choices. Who shot who? Somebody got shot?
Lo, you good, Lo?
I hope. Y'all good?
Damn, Brody. Good? What the fuck?
Hey, only on the dirty third, one-on-one with Mike D. I thought my nigga shot me.
Everybody good?
Damn, everybody good?
I hope.
I wish, I pray, I would give anything to have the inner peace, stability, and strength to respond in the event of a gun being fired 3 feet away from me, if that. Of who shot who? I wish I was calm enough, not afraid as afraid as I am of such a noise, to not even flinch and just go as this Mike D guy did. Who shot who? Wait, is that actually, that's a crazy reaction. Why would that be a reaction? Hey, who shot who? We're gonna keep going, but who is shot? Wow. And then Tulo is the only one who's gobsmacked by this. His face, you can see it here, was that he's stunned. Why is your gun able to be shot that easily, where when you're rummaging around in your pockets, you could have it fire? But again, I've been assured by the NRA folks, the right-wingers, the MAGAs, that no. You don't need to implement laws that require proper teaching before purchasing a gun. You don't need to require people to have courses. You don't need to require those things because people will do it. They'll know. They're responsible, law-abiding citizens. And that could have killed somebody. And he, I'm going to assume, owns that gun lawfully. And so he's the very law-abiding citizen that you're really going to hurt with these laws. Well, I guess we do need to implement laws to make sure that he's not carrying around a gun such that reaching for his wallet causes it to fire. And again, this happens relatively frequently. One of the reasons you're actually more safe not having a gun in the home. And y'all know this isn't about, oh, guns. I've shot guns. I've got gun from Texas. Psh. But it's not about whether or not you want to have a gun or you have enjoyed shooting a gun or any of that. It's just about the data and how we've learned that you're actually safer just not having a gun in the home than having one. Even though you believe that gun's there to protect you, you're very, 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 very unlikely to ever use it to defend yourself or your family from someone coming in. It's just so rare. What's less rare than that is when you do have a gun in the home, someone gets killed by it accidentally, or because of suicide, or because of an altercation between family members or friends who are in the home, and you end up being more likely to die. Especially when you're not being safe with it. And it's because of incidents like that. So then you have another local station saying Florida woman accidentally fires unfamiliar gun at Cincinnati airport. I know what you're thinking. Unfamiliar? What do you mean unfamiliar gun? Like someone just slipped it in her bag and she shot it? No. A Florida woman was charged after she accidentally fired an unfamiliar gun on Thursday at a ticket counter inside that airport. She was at the United Airlines ticket counter on Thursday morning when she accidentally fired the North American Arms .22 Magnum while trying to move it from her purse to her checked luggage, police said. Hannah told police, get this, she was unfamiliar with the firearm and was unsure how to make it safe. Okay. Then why do you have it? Why do you have it? Oh, here's why. She had said her husband bought her the gun and loaded it for her, and she had only fired it once since owning it around Christmas last year. Luckily, no one was hit by the bullet. She was charged with first-degree wanton endangerment. So, man says, "Merry Christmas, baby. Here's a gun." Wife says, "Oh, I don't really know how to use it." Husband says, "Here, hold it. Pull the trigger." Wife says, "Okay, so now I'm good to go." Husband says, "Yeah, sure, put it in your bag. I'll load it. And I won't," as she put it, "make it safe." Really? Responsible gun ownership. What happened to that? That is wild. Interesting little gun-related story to wrap this up. AP reports PlayStations for guns are offered up in New Orleans. New Orleans, dozens of cars lined up outside a New Orleans church parking lot this week as residents flocked to exchange firearms for video game consoles through a city-supported gun buyback initiative meant to improve public safety as Louisiana loosens gun ownership laws. Why are we loosening gun ownership laws? What? But an interesting little program there by the city, because the state is rolling back laws. Because that's the direction we need to go, is make it even more laissez-faire. Pump even more guns all over the place. That'll make us more safe. I know that right now we have more guns and they're less regulated than all of our industrialized country counterparts, and we just so happen to, not even by a close margin, have the most gun violence of our industrialized country counterparts. But maybe if we have a little bit more, then we'll be safe. Then what the NRA says, which is more people having guns makes you safer because everyone will protect everyone and no one will ever get hurt, then we'll see that. Trust me. It's not more guns than people. It's once we get to 3 times the people, then we'll be safe. Okay, but New Orleans is trying to do something, which is switch out those PlayStations for guns. Because again, while the argument will be made by MAGA folks, and it's a fine thing to bring up, which is, well, that's not going to prevent a criminal. A criminal's not going to go and trade it in. True. That's not what this is for. This is for incidences like this. If that lady that we talked about in the story before went, all right, my husband got me this gun. I don't really need it. And before she went to the airport, she switched that out for a PlayStation if she wanted that. Or in a normal buyback program, you just have money. A lot of people will do that. Like, I have just a gun sitting around. I never use it. Sure, I'll go switch it out. You end up minimizing accidental situations where she could have shot someone accidentally. Or an argument that would have stopped at a fist fight and no one would have died ends up leading to someone dying because someone grabs the gun that's laying around the house. Or a kid reaches in the drawer and shoots themselves, as has happened tragically. But maybe a little bit more. If we could just have a gun, if we could just have 6 guns in every house, then we'll be safe. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Support the show. Get the members only bonus show by clicking that join button below.